Does the Reverend know you're here?
Of course.
Of course.
I don't believe you. He give you anything?
Just bribe him. Of course, we'll show him the ring. The ring.
The Reverend said, worship the fire sign. Seems he did send you.
Great. So yes, this Mickle guy, I'm starting to get a feel for him. He's unintelligent and, well, you know, the typical kind of guy who's from an outskirts village and just made his way up in life, probably by accident or pure chance. But not a deep character by all means, but let's see. Got any problems around here? Found these strange ties, dwarven handiwork. Let's tell him about it. The Reverend said he might need some of our help.
The Reverend said you could use my help.
I've been told to get rid of those dead uns.
Dead uns?
Yeah. Commander told me to clear the crypt down the road. I've never fought beasts before. Too scared.
Dead uns, you say?
Please, sir.
Let's see, we're witches, so we'll rip him of the fiends. He'll pay us.
I'm a witcher, so I'll rid you of the fiends, but in exchange, you'll pay me 200 orens and tell the Reverend I helped you.
Sure, sir. I'll tell him what I know, which will be little. And I don't have much gold, neither. But no matter, just so long as the dead uns are slayed.
See you later.
New journal location, Crypt. And we got a key. Did we actually get the key? I think that's a quest item. Genius. Let's see. Monsters and men. So the Reverend and the fire did not drive them away. Get Odo's tries now for Harren and Miggle. Locations. An old crypt in the outskirts and it's not been used for a long time. People are afraid to enter it because the monsters that dwell there. And the end. Yes. So we should find somewhere to sell our stuff again, but we can't sell to the blacksmith dwarf because I did a goof. But a good thing we're being sent to the crypt now because monkey. Because we also have that thing from the Huntsmaster or Huntsman. Huntsmaster, I think it was Royal Huntsmaster, I can't remember. Really. It's rather irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. What is important though is that he also told us to go in there and kill something. We should kill the things he wants us. He wants us to kill. Because that's usually a way to get some good money. And also maybe get a little treat, a gift later on. But we'll see. First, the crypt. Or of course the place of power. What we like to do. Magic ritual of magic. Great. Let's see. Unknown however. We can't click it. Crypt entrance. We can't just enter to click it. It's okay.
Seems the contents of that bottle caused the woman's death. The ghouls came for her remains.
Drink the cat potion allowed its torch to improve his ability in dark areas and locating crypts. Glass vial. Let me guess. Unknown potion? Right. Yeah. I've not heard one of those before. Blizzard potion there. Good chance that I'm blind. Can we grab that? Theory we can, but well, we're gonna sell it anyway. Unknown potion, maybe the cat potion, because it's very dark in here. Ghouls cautions to dilute the ghouls, seems the content of that bottle calls for death. The thing about witcher potions is that they're absolutely lethal to normal people. Let's just quickly get out in the light. Just so we're able to see what we're actually doing. I say we do the little trick and try out our unknown potion. Actually, no, before we do that, let's look in the journal. Tutorial for dark areas and drinking. Cheers. We've got the formula. Cat. Cat looks like that, man. This looks like that. What look like again? Cat. Should look like that. Rhyming. White gold. But, so let's try our unknown potion. Right. White honey. Reduces toxicity to 0 and cancels the effect of other potions. It's good that we know that we have it, because then we won't drink that on accident later. Oh. The glass vial was a quest item, so she was not poisoned. It probably was, but it was not poisoned with the cat potion, with some drops left in it for us. Place of heart. I would like to do. Perform the ritual on magic. Yes! That gives us increased sign intensity. Let's see, and that's the way we came. Did we have the torch? No, we did not have a torch, I remember. We did not pick it up because we didn't have the space for it. Oh. Cool. More than one, so let's enter the group style. Oh, I clicked too quickly. They're also beating us up. Jeez, it would be not really nice if I had stacked on one cat potions before we entered here. Oh. Oh, too fast. Well, let's quickly run around. That appears to be something we would like to have, but let's see. Swallow. Yummy, yummy. Can't we now just execute him? No, we can't. Skrull is being a doofus. What if we also made some chicken? Does that stack? It does. Wonderful. Let's keep running around in circles and knocking the loads over. So we're also fighting monsters with a steel sword, which is also not ideal, but we don't have a silver sword. So, hiding it is. Of course, drink the blizzard potion. Nope, they're giving us some pain. Can't see anything. Wonder why that might be. They are following still. Let's nom on some more chicken. Oh, there's 4 ghouls. There's only 3 ghouls. Let's see, this one is damaged. The main idea with group style is that you hit everything around us, in addition to inflicting some stats effects that will make it harder for them to continue hitting us. At least that is if I remember it correctly, and I may very well be remembering wrong. So we killed them, but there's still something else in there, and I would really like to go have a look at it. So neat. Oh. And ghoul contract. It's nice. Rubble, can you blast that away? No. That rubble there, however, seems to be blasted. Oh, look, ghoul. can't pick up a torch because corpse. Anything on him? Dice box. Really, what's going on is the game is giving us a bunch of easy accessible dice. No matter what we do fast, we'll be able to use. I'll get into the dice poker mini game. Within a fire. We learnt the sign of Igni. Great. So that's 4 and hardest 1. Now Igni works something along the lines of this. At least in the games. In the books, it's a lot less powerful. It is by all means just a lighter, the kind of stuff you use to light stuff nowadays. So you can burn rope, sure, if you're bound. You can also irritate some monsters, but it is not a burst of fire. And it's not the intended use of it either. But just the blocked passage there. It has me. Not really. Mysterized, really? New region corridor. But how do we enter that corridor? So we can't blast it open. I suppose it's for a later quest or something. But yeah, that ghoul was poisoned and left for the ghouls. For all the ghouls closer to the entrance. All kinds of other good stuff. It saves automatically here. That's nice. Let's keep on witching. Can we draw a sword now? Because we're in a safe location, so we can't draw it just to run faster. I don't even think we can run faster at the moment, but you know, just pondering. 17. That's some green, and I like the green. You know, in the books, the signs are not by any means meant for proper offensive use. Mainly just some ways, I suppose. Art could be used offensively, but usually it's just to get some arrows away, and then Igni is just for. I think it's only really used for once in the books, just as a MacGuffin. Not really MacGuffin, more just now Geralt could free himself from bindings he had on his arms, and you know, keep on trugging. Monkey. But appears more people have arrived. This is when I'll vote for quick save. We'll also get some nice during the day artwork. Also meditate if I could find the campfires like that. Because we're in a safe location, so we can't just whip out the Igni and burst it up. Is that Kalkstein that's trying to enter? I think it is. And he's being harassed by someone.
Leave me be. I won't surrender my workshop for all the treasure in the world.
Oh, you'll give it up, Gramps, or else.
Or what?
A witcher! Kill him!
Not likely.
Defend yourself.
Oop. Seems like it's a salamandra.
You're ours, Witcher. You should have left Salamandra alone. This bridge will be your grave. I'm innocent.
Oop. Oh, I clicked too fast. To get the timing of this here down. So, whoop.
You're dead.
And we killed everything without even looking at them.
Thank you, Witcher. You saved me. And my laboratory. My beakers. My treasures.
Anytime. I know all too well what they're after. To use the stolen secrets, Salamandra needs equipment. Without it, the Witcher's mutagens are useless. They almost grabbed Kalkstein and his treasures. They almost succeeded at Kaer Morhen. Almost makes a huge difference. If I had stayed and fought the Frightener with Vesemir, I might have faced a different threat today. They were here for me. I made a choice some time back.
Had you known this would happen, would you have chosen differently?
Right. So, had we not gone into the lab to try and stop them, they would most likely have gotten some of the mutagens or some knowledge of how to use them. So we might have faced some stronger opponents. But had we... I don't really see... Nothing really... they were angry at what we'd done. So they went after Kalkstein. Okay. The gears in my mind are working. Because I couldn't really see why you're trying to, tell me I fucked up. And that's the joy of The Witcher, really. Especially the games where you will be presented a lot of the time with the choice of two evils. And it's up to you to pick the lesser evil. And of course, what the lesser evil is depends on your own personal moral compass. In the case of Geralt, it's more a case of, depends really on the situation. But here, let's see, had we gone for the Frightener, they wouldn't have needed to go after Kalkstein and try to grab his stuff. But they would have gotten some other stuff and would have actually had some potentially working mutants. Because that seems to be what Salamander is after. They want to create mutant soldiers. Now, of course, I know what they're actually up to because I've played the game before. And I won't tell you directly. In case you haven't played the game before and you want a fresh experience and don't want everything spoiled. Just me going, oh yeah, by the way, Kalkstein's actually evil and, he's actually Salamander. Which... I don't think that's a plot point. I can't remember. But I don't think he is. God. So yeah. But maybe he is. I remember that. That's irrelevant now. So really, it's a case of would Geralt have preferred Witcher secrets and Witcher secrets have been properly stolen, or that someone had suffered because of his consequences. I'm gonna go with the no, even though he might himself actually feel, deep down inside that, this is because of him. He'll put on the tough guy persona. He doesn't really know Kalkstein yet, so let's go for the no.
No. It was the right decision, and I'll deal with the consequences.
I'm not surprised at your answer. You don't seem like one to look back. Visit my shop in Vizima for any ingredients you need for your potions at a discount.
Farewell.
Great. And I will talk with Mike.
Shouldn't have defended the old man. You'll come talking again.
What are you going on about?
The old man comes here and talks. Gives me a headache. I'll stone him next time.
I wouldn't if I were you. He's a powerful alchemist.
Captain said only admit those with passes.
I know.
They're moving me to Millgate tomorrow. That's where I'll stand. If you have a pass, look for me there.
Okay. Mysterious mage. We must see it in the book. Yeah, sure. So mysterious mage. Mysterious mage using the salamander symbol, skilled alchemist who's researching mutation. Yes, and the Reverend. Very sense of the church. Let's see if Miguel will tell us anything. Got rid of the ghouls.
I got rid of the ghouls in the crypt.
100 thanks, Master. Here be a month's pay. Oh, the boys will be happy. They plan to search for treasure in the crypt. Take a pic to one of the walls.
I found a young woman's body inside. The ghouls came for her.
Young woman? No, it can't be. My Ilsa, I loved her.
I wouldn't know her name. It appears she poisoned herself.
No! It was that vile witch! The devil's whore poisoned my Ilsa! No!
I'm sorry for your loss, but I need to know about Salamandra.
They have passes, they do. The only ones. Leave me be. You have the evil eye, you bring bad tidings. Be gone!
Don't forget to tell the Reverend I got rid of those ghouls. Farewell.
Right. Earnest trust. I wouldn't really call it trust, but okay. No. So, what's going on is, apparently his beloved is poisoned in the crypt, or poisoned herself. He blames the witch, so I suppose we should go, before going to, who do we need to speak to remaining? Oh yes, the Harren Brogue guy. We'll go check on Abigail, even though of course no one's going to admit to killing anyone. Especially not when it's, when you're allegedly a witch. See, let's ask Galaxine about something first, though.
Not letting me in? The Oxenfurt Inventors Club must have bribed them. What brings you here?
Did you just... They say you need ghoul blood.
They say you need ghoul blood.
Do you have any?
Pay first.
Relax. Pay first.
I need that blood for my research.
Did we not have... We received the blood and... Basics of Alchemy. Is that a book? Because I would really like to look at it. Read this. Basics of Alchemy. By Master Jeremiah. To understand alchemy, you must understand the two great truths. First truth, as above, so below. Second truth, everything is one. These truths teach that alchemical substances are everywhere around you. In field herbs, in human and animal bowels, even in rocks. This is because alchemy is life, and life is alchemy. Once you understand alchemical processes, you will understand the processes of life, and the world of nature will become an open book. Yet alchemy is also knowledge. Does the potion require a flower or a leaf? Where is vermilion found? In the kidney or the eye? These questions are answered by books. Therefore, read both the old masters and new works. Practice your herbalist skills and mixing oils and powders. However, first and foremost, experiment. Because the greatest discoveries in alchemy have come through experimentation. We've got a glossary entry in the journal. Additional substances. Let's check what that's all about. An alchemical ingredient can contain one of the three additional substances: albedo, nigredo, or rubido. For the ingredients... just thought I heard something. For the ingredients chosen for the creation of a potion having identical substances, resultant potion will provide additional benefits beyond its basic effects. An albedo potion will lower level of toxicity, meaning we can chalk down more potions. Nigredo affect coordination, concentration, increasing damage if hit on opponents. That's very nice. And rubido potions also regenerates lost vitality. So let's say we make a rubido swallow potion, we'll most likely make more healing in it, or a little more. Let's trace that looked a bit weird, but again, the game's getting old. It's old enough to start forming opinions, as I said. We have enough flint, let's just use a fireplace. Got 4 talents. See, we've got some grip steel, we've got some precise hit, damage, knockdown. Also, she's finding at least 3 opponents. Ooh, and we can stack it on fairly certain, yeah. The strong steel, we don't have much. I won't bring in his points into the silver yet, because we don't have the silver sword. Stamina. Should we get... Nah. See, for the Igni, we have got the Igni. Attack from distance, right click and hold to power up sign. We won't really need that. Damage repentance. Difference cost. It'll be the same cost. Requires some intelligence. Neato. Yeah. Increase the angle. And the end is 360 degrees, okay. Fast way. Nah. We get some more odd. Chance of causing stun. Yeah. Let's see, group steel. I think we need some knockdown chance on the group style. And some more damage from a half spin. And the last thing, we should get some strong steel. Let's just increase the damage. Let's see, can we do any alchemy? We can make a cat potion. Let's make a swallow potion. Let's see, Nigredo, 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 Nigredo. Do we have anything else with ether in it? Let's see, is that ether? That's Nigredo. That means if we put that in instead, that would give us exclusively Nigredo. I mean, we'll make a Nigredo potion, which is pretty neat. Probably also make some white gold at some point, but just let's say mix. So that was right. Why can't we? I can't go base here. Alcohol, these are great potions. We have a bunch of alcohol. Or is it because we can select an alchemical base? Because it has to be strong alcohol. Probably has to be strong alcohol. Right, but we made a potion. We stack that immediately. It contains Nigredo as its dominant substance, significantly increased vitality regen. It's different from the others because of the Nigredo. Okay, let's meditate those 2 hours it takes to learn stuff and brew. Grab a drink if you haven't already. So we're going to be here for a while. Here being the Let's Play itself, I suppose, and also just playing the game. So, let's see. Go that way, we'll get to Heron Brock's house and Brook. We could go check on him first before going to Uphill. Also, I'd like to go check on other stuff. Yeah, let's do it. He probably... talking with him might also give us something else to do. The mill gate. That's probably with that, because that's a mill. With that, or he's just going to be... Yeah, that's a merchant's gate, yeah. I enjoy how the birds fly away and run towards them. Just a minor detail, but it's actually very, very neat. Who's that? He's a beggar. Probably doesn't know anything for us. Brawler, thug, and the brawler. Well, these guys are out here during the day. Let's see, Heron Brock's house is there. How do we get to it though? Beer and full inventory. J. Where's this is his house? Quickly save over our little save here. Yes, it's a good save to save over. And again, through the magic of editing, the save amounts will vary differently. Or did vary differently, you can't say that. Vary greatly. Heron Brock. Well, let's just loot his house first. Against non-humans. I think we should read that because, you know, probably shed some light on something. Let's equip the gold diamond ring just to get an inventory slot for a while and to get swagged out. A pamphlet describing the great conspiracy of non-humans and their schemes over the centuries. It contains many lies but simultaneously provides some useful information on the older races. Right. So yeah, the schemes over the centuries. We have stuff like that IRL too. Some people believe other people, or groups of other people, are behind everything bad that happened in the world. And everything bad that happens to them is because of that group of people. Now, there's probably some group of people, both the ones who claim this and the ones who are victimized for this. Probably one specific group for each that'll pop into your head. Or heads. But that group will vary differently from person to person. Some would say that one specific group are the ones behind everything because they themselves have read too much like that, or they just know too much of the... Not too much, you can't really know, never really know too much, know about all the conspiracies and so on. As others Once completely lost, will believe that, oh, of course, it's those people. And the ones who are schemed against, well, it's fat people or whatever. Usually it's people who are looking for an excuse to hate something to avoid hitting themselves because they know that they're scum. Deep down inside. Or they've fallen victim to ideology and lost themselves in it. Enough about that though, we're here to play video games. It was then that the elven wise men called the Sages gathered in the dungeons beneath Rainhold Castle. The eldest of them said, "The day and the hour have come. We are here to discuss the fall of humans. We will avenge the death of Lara Doran. We will shed their blood and drown the world in chaos. We will hide in the forests for 500 years while the chosen live in human cities and become their neighbors. Everyone knows their place in the plan, whether elf, dwarf, gnome, sorcerer or Nilfgaardian. Whoever betrays us is doomed. We will call ourselves superiors because we have no lords over us and we spit on gods." Then all swore an oath, and each drank the blood of an innocent child from a golden chalice to seal their obedience to the plan. Yeah. Read by Anonymous. Whatever Anon has written here, it is, yeah. You could replace all of the keywords with things, things and groups of people in the real world, and you would get more or less the same meaning. Also, yeah, it's full of shit, to put it bluntly. Glossary elves, dwarves, gnomes, all of them. Scoia'tael, elven and dwarven rebels fighting against discrimination of non-humans, divided into commando groups or independent squads that protest against racism quickly turned to violence. Scoia'tael rob merchant caravans, plunder and burn villages and kill. Instead of finding a peaceful solution, humans send troops to fight them. Scoia'tael means squirrel in Elven, and the name probably comes from the rebels' habit of attaching squirrel tails to their clothing. More or less factually correct. Dwarves... yes. Reading it to myself, you may read it at your own pleasure as well. Right. With that set... oh, covered. Covered. Mass reduce, so we can't take that, but we would take the cow's milk. Poor everyone, just been robbed blind by a witcher. But yeah, let's have a chat with Harren.